What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome back for the last and final time to Attack on Titan Tactics. If you have not heard the news, this game is officially shutting down on August the 31st, and if you're keeping score, ladies and gentlemen, that is not even a full year of global service. This game originally launched in global back in September of 2019, so not even a full year, shutting down on August the 31st, but I hear you yelling in the background. You're all like, FG. Hey! But what if I still want to give the game money? FG? Well, you're in luck. You can still give the game money all the way up until July the 30th. Now, this is something that we don't see too often in these Shutdown series of videos, is that normally once the Shutdown announcement hits, they have already turned off all cash shop transactions. Not this time, ladies and gentlemen. You can still give them money all the way up until July the 30th, but do keep in mind, no matter how much money you give them, they still gonna shut down. So let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay. We'll talk a little bit about Attack on Titan Tactics. This is a game that I actually played a little bit, and I do have some thoughts and some feelings about why this game didn't actually make it. Now, first things first, it's based on the Attack on Titan IP. And my very first video that I posted, die-hard AOT fans looked at the graphics, they looked at the gameplay, and they were out. All right, people that actually like the IP. They saw this type of gameplay right over here, and they were already gone. I'm about to take this little female Titan's arm off. Maybe not. I'll let that play on auto for right now. They saw the graphics, they saw the gameplay, they were already out. So somehow this game already missed its core audience. Somehow I actually gravitated towards it. I played this game a lot when I was in the gym, but that's only because I like playing games that had that force you to pay attention on manual gameplay. Don't let the gameplay fool you just because I'm playing the game on auto right now. This game absolutely, at the higher levels, required manual, pinpoint accuracy, I am not exaggerating, min-maxy type of gameplay. And it was a ton of fun. It was very distracting. I'd be playing Attack on Titan Tactics in the gym. Next thing I know, 7 hours went by. All of a sudden, I was 94 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. I had to go back home, eat some steak and potatoes afterwards. It was crazy. Don't fact check that, just respect it, all right? So, the gameplay I thought was actually pretty sound. So what I think went wrong with this game, and this all ties back into the production values and the presentation, this game never deserved to be a game that demanded all of your time and all of your money. It never deserved to be that. This game, I think, was set up from the get-go for failure by the developers and the publishers. And I know this is never gonna happen, ever gonna happen, but I would love to see, going forward, right? I would love to see developers and publishers be a little bit more honest with what product they're putting out, right? And I know, it's crazy. It's never gonna happen, but stick with me. I would love for them to be way more honest with the product that they're putting out, right? I want a developer and a publisher to sit down, look at Attack on Titan Tactics and go, yo, our game juxtaposed against the big runners in the mobile gaming sphere, the 7 Deadly Sins, the Exos Heroes, the Epic Sevens, the Honkai Impacts. Our game is just ain't on that level. It's not. Let's be real with each other. So why don't we go into this game with the mindset that this game is going to be more of a side game experience. Let's not make it as grindy as Epic 7, right? Let's not make it as grindy as some of those bigger games. And this will definitely never, ever happen. Let's not ask for as much money. Let's go ahead and stay in our lane as a side game experience for a little less cost, and that way we still exist. Now, I know some people out there are already gonna be like, FG, hey! That's because the game was a cash grab from day one. And I hear why you say that, right? I definitely hear why you say that, but the very best way to cash grab is to still be alive the next day. All right, so I'm not doubting that thought process that a lot of these games just come out, grab as much money as they can, then dip out. Sure, but you can grab a lot more money if you're still alive. So developers and publishers, I know you're not listening, but if you want to make a game like this, I absolutely think niche games, smaller games like this can absolutely exist in the mobile gaming stratosphere, absolutely can exist. I do not think that every game needs to be this AAA, can we use AAA for mobile games? This AAA experience where the best graphics, full voice acting, full story presentation. I don't think that needs to be the case. You know, not every game needs to be that way, not at all. There's absolutely room for niche indie style games, and once again, that's probably not the right nomenclature for mobile, but stick with me here, you know what I'm talking about. There should absolutely be room for games that don't have the big massive budgets as other titles. But They have to be honest with what product they're providing, and if they're providing a lesser experience, ask for less time and less money. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. So let's kind of go through some of these characters here. A lot of your favorite characters from Attack on Titan, of course, are represented, and something that we have never seen in Shutdown series game history, a game shutting down and actually giving their players freebies. So all you gotta do is log on if you want to, and you're gonna get Eren here for free, 5-star underwater construction team, and you also get Mika as well. 2 free 5 stars. You don't have to do anything at all. So shout out to them on that one. Very easy to kind of power up in this game. I wish it was a little bit faster. One of my biggest grievances with the game was the fact that it does have sweep tickets. You guys know I'm in the camp of get rid of sweep tickets. You don't need sweep tickets at all. And the reason why I say that is because eventually a player will run out of sweep tickets, right? They're going to run out. Check out what I'm doing here. They're eventually going to run out of sweep tickets, right? That's absolutely going to happen. And if I ran out of sweep tickets trying to get this material right here, do you think I'm really gonna run this stage 20 times manually? Do you really think I'm gonna? I didn't. Let me go ahead and give you the answer to that question. I found myself playing this game, running out of sweep tickets. I know it looks like I have a lot here, but trust me, on some of the materials here, the drop rates get a little crazy. You can easily run out of sweep tickets, and I guess they expected me to run a stage 20 times on No, no way. And yes, the game does have auto, but in this game, the autoplay is not great. Like I said before, this game actually does reward pinpoint accuracy and min-maxing in combat. So some stages you can't even really play on auto. So if you're out of sweep tickets and you still need mats to level up, you got to play the game manually. No way. I didn't do it. I quit. All right, so that was one big beef I had with the game. I ran out of sweep tickets constantly, and I did not want to do the mundane things such as training quests for EXP, awakening books, money stages. None of these right here in 2020. I don't mind these existing in Hero Collectors, but this should not be a main part of gameplay. It shouldn't be. It should be idle, if you want to be real with it. But it should be a main part of gameplay. I shouldn't be dreading having to run through these stages one by one because I ran out of sweep tickets, right? It shouldn't be the case. Not to mention the same exact thing applies to the events as well. A lot of these events were very currency-based event style gameplay where you go through the stages, you get currency, you use the currency to go through the shop, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. We see that in lots and lots of Hero Collectors. But once again, if you have a game that requires a lot of attention in gameplay, you can't have a game where you have to continually regrind the same stages dozens, if not hundreds of times. You're requiring a player to sit at their phone or their PC, min-maxing every single move hundreds of times. That's just not good gameplay. It's not smart gameplay. I would have loved to see, number one, allowing sweep tickets to be used in every single event. Even though I said no sweep tickets, you know what I'm talking about. All right, sweep tickets being able to be used in every single event. Once you 3-star, you're done. You sweep it from that moment out. That would have been a great option. Or another option would have been, since the autoplay is so terrible, I would have gone for the more you defeat a stage, the stronger you become. And we've seen games do this before. If you continue to like play the same stage over and over again, you start getting passive buffs, and then those passive buffs allow you, of course, to make the stage go by faster and faster and faster. You'll probably get to a point where even the autoplay can do it without having to worry about anything. So that would be something I would love to see if they're just adamantly against putting sweep functionality in events. But we ain't never gonna know because the game's gonna be shut down. But there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Attack on Titan Tactics. We hardly knew ye. Of course, we're gonna end this video off as we always do, doing a little bit of summon action. Where you going? Where you going, buddy? Get them scouts on you. Well, I know. I remember seeing the comments when this game first came out. People were like, what is this FG? What is this nonsense? And what it lacks in looks and pizzazz, if you will, it definitely made up in gameplay. Like right now, I'm actually having a little bit of fun. This is my first time doing this stage since I came back. I'm probably gonna lose, but I'm actually having a little bit of fun here. But unfortunate, did not catch on. What do you do again? I think you just have like a buff, maybe? Oh no, you're a single target attacker. Oh, I hate those. I hate those so much. But yeah, believe it or not, not a bad experience. So actually, let's go ahead and jump out of here. We're gonna do ourselves a little bit of summon action, ladies and gentlemen. Not even a full year, huh? I tell you, we're gonna start seeing more and more of this. This is just the beginning. This is not gonna go away. Why are you using that voice, FG? I don't know. And I want to go over here and look at this real quick. I'll show you what the full summon animation looks like. No, I'm not. I forgot how long it actually is. Don't do it, FG. I'm gonna do it. I'm trying to do it.
That's what she said.
Dude, this freaking Stream Deck is not a great tool. That's the only multi I had. But yeah, look at this. Yeah, I'm 20 and up. Don't you worry about that. Yeah. Let's see. Can I go in here, please? Oh, wow. They did take down a lot of the crystals, though. You can't actually spend any big money on the game now. So while you still can buy crystals, I guess they made it so that you can only buy the small sets and not the big sets. Like, what is going on with that? But yeah, pretty normal price when it comes to hero collectors. Nearly $30 for a multi. Once again, developers, publishers, I know you're not listening. If you have a game that's a smaller property, that you don't have the big massive budget compared to some of the other high rollers in the mobile gaming sphere, that doesn't mean that you can't make a game. Absolutely does not mean that you cannot make a game. But I think your expectations need to be in check. I think you need to go in with an expectation that your game can be more of a side experience with lesser money required, less time investment, and then I think you'll be a lot more successful going forward. Trying to put out a game that takes all the time of the players, asking for all their money as you go head first against the big dogs of the industry, I think is just a recipe for disaster. And we have a live case study right here with Attack on Titan Tactics. Even with the massive IP that is Attack on Titan, it was not enough to even garner a niche success. I wouldn't even call this a niche success here in global. So there you go. I'm FG3000. I do thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.